When presenting your case to any man, we've talked about this before, brain scans show that men have highly compartmentalised brains, little rooms over their heads with 30% less connections on average than the average woman. Specialised brains that do solitary things, what we call monotracking. And 4 out of 5 men in the world have a monotracking brain, ladies. It means we do one thing at a time. We do it damn well. Any more than one thing, we're in trouble. Average woman has skills both sides and front and back. Don't clap on your own, I'll throw you a fish. Most women have both sides and more connections. The average woman has what's called a multitasking brain. She can run a computer, talk on a telephone, listen to that person and drink a cup of tea. How do you do that? Oh, I can't do that. I do any one thing. Now what it means is if a man is talking, he actually can't hear you. Bottom line, ladies, is very simple when presenting to men. Point number 1, give them one thing at a time. 1 point, put gaps between the points. If you multi-track and run things together, all the women follow it perfectly. They can piece it all together, but for men it's a bit of a mind mystery. We don't get any of it and we pretend we do. If you multi-track with men at home, they bring it up, they say, what's this conversation about? Does this conversation have a point? Where are we going? Like, you ask me something, am I supposed to guess? What am I, a mind reader? That's because you multi-track with the guy, right? Separate the points when presenting to a male or male group. If it's a mixed group, men and women, use male talk because women can follow this. 1 point at a time. Now, because men are organised and the brain scans show this, they can either speak, left hemisphere, or listen. Speak or listen. They will do one or the other. Most men and boys cannot do both. That's why when they talk to each other, they have turns. His turn, my turn. His turn, my. When they're having a turn, I just go, I say, right, good one, make noises. How do women talk to other women? They're all going together. Why? Because they can. Women's brains are organised, brain scans show this, to speak and listen at the same time. Right, ladies, or not? To men, it looks like no one's listening, but you're all piecing it together while talking. Which brings the number 1 lesson for the men in the room when dealing with women, presenting to women. Don't wait for your turn. There's no turn. If you've got something to say, say it. Now, when presenting your case to men, ladies, remove the emotions from your face. Now, women can pull over 200,000 expressions of the face that are linked to an emotional condition. However you're feeling emotionally is reflected through body signals. That's how it works. So reading body language is nothing more than being able to read the emotional condition of a person through their body movements and gestures and match it up with what they say and the circumstances in which they say it. That's how you do it. Women are 3 to 4 times better than men at doing this, which is linked to survival of babies. Put simply, like female mammals, if you can't look at babies with no language, determine are they hungry, frightened, tired or injured or in pain, it's detrimental for survival. Now, as males, we never needed to worry about how something was feeling. When you're hitting a moving deer, you don't say, I wonder how he's feeling about all this. You just hit him accurately and that's your job. Don't have to talk to him about it all. So the key is, ladies, when presenting your case to men, give him his turn when he's not talking. If he's talking, let him have his turn. Bite your tongue, have an expressionless face and make the grunting noise. Go, huh? I see. We tested women we trained this to do when interviewing male candidates and personnel. The candidates did not know that the women who were trained to do this, but the women who were doing it, as opposed to those who didn't, the women who did were voted by the men as the most intelligent, capable, competent women they'd ever met. And all they're doing is using male listening skills. What do you guys do? The opposite. Number 1, gentlemen, you must show you're alive. Show emotion on your face. Women communicate and support other women by supporting their emotions through what they see on their face. For example, here's a modern man, happy, sad, relaxed, aroused. It all looks the same, right? Now, if you're a woman presenting your case to a man or men sitting there like this is pretty daunting stuff, isn't it? You say to yourself, they're judging me badly. Because if it had been a group of women sitting there with a poker face, that would be happening. You'd be judged badly, right? A woman shows no emotion while you're talking, you are dying. If a man shows no emotion, he's perfectly happy. Now, how do men listen to women when a woman's talking? Here's how a man tries to give her his full attention. He goes. And she's thinking, oh, he's judging me badly because I'm getting no feedback. Here's how you listen to a woman. Watch this. Really? Oh, that's a good point. Oh, yeah, absolutely. No. Don't do this with other men, gentlemen. Women, yes.